We're here with AJ Johnson from Training Peaks to talk about the Big Island's effects on power. So first of all, we have obviously the thing everyone's worried about, heat. And what do you have to say about how obviously the heat that we're all dealing with right now affects the cyclists out there on race day?
Well, as you know, it can reach up to 90 degrees here in Kona, and we see that can actually reduce a rider's ability to put the power down by up to 10%, so it can be pretty significant, and it's definitely something that riders are going to have to deal with on race day.
And how are they going to have to adjust for that while they race in their strategy?
Well, obviously just kind of looking at their numbers, and when they go into the race, hopefully they have a plan and a planned range of a power zone, and just to reduce that by 10% potentially, and just to make good decisions on race day. So if their power numbers are a little bit low, to understand it might just be the heat.
The next big part of the Kona effect is obviously wind. What do you have to say about that one?
Well, the winds here, everyone knows, very brutal. You never know quite what you're going to get on race day. But a rider traveling at about 30 miles an hour, which they will hit coming down from Hawi, a 30-mile-an-hour crosswind is going to have the effect of about a 20-pound force hitting them from the side. So riders may not be able to stay down in the aero bars. You might have to go out to the cow horns, and you just want to be safe, obviously. Gusty winds, it's just better safe than sorry.
I've heard before that being in the aero bars actually makes you more stable. Is that, just as an aside, is that something that you've heard?
I have heard of that, and I think that really every rider's a little bit different. Some people are more confident in the aero bars than others, and it's just a matter of personal preference. So if you feel strong and stay in the aero bars, it's definitely faster, but again, probably better safe than sorry.
And finally, we have something that people don't often think about. An overlooked element of this course is elevation. People think, oh, that's not a hilly course, it's some nice rollers, but you were saying that can actually have an effect on power too.
Yeah, very much so. This course has roughly over 3,000 feet of climbing. And to put that in perspective, the famous climb during the Tour de France, the L'Alpe d'Huez, has 3,500 feet of climbing. So it's the equivalent of going up Alpe d'Huez. It is spread out over 112 miles, but especially if you've gone out really hard in the beginning and you've really punched it on the way up to Hawi, it can turn around and really make the return trip, specifically I think from Kauai High back to T2. There are some big rollers in there, and it can really deflate you if you haven't prepared for the elevation.
Sounds good. Thanks so much. Again, we have AJ Johnson from Training Peaks. See you on race day.